Really the goal of all of the programming that we have here at Wellspring is to identify the barriers that are associated with each household and coach and mentor them through alleviating those barriers while connecting them to resources that will help their continued success once they are no longer in our programming.
I believe our uniqueness starts with the approach we take. We use a trauma-informed care lens when working with the children and families, so we acknowledge their different experiences and backgrounds, and doing that allows us to create these deeper connections with the families and children. And then we also have wraparound services, which really assist in aiding our families with finding housing. We have an infant early childhood mental health therapist embedded in our program, and we partner with Odessa Brown Children's Clinic. So we have a bunch of different services that our families are able to access.
So we thought about in what ways do we really want to support our community, and at the time we had access to prevention funding that could truly support like rental assistance and utility assistance. And so we decided to throw a resource event that we wanted to cater to Wellspring households. So we called it a family resource fair, incorporated all of our family service departments, and really went to work on organizing an event that incorporated community partners, just so that we would be able to offer a variety of services really to anybody who was in need. And so we provided our normal core services as Wellspring, but also collaborated with a lot of our employment partners as well as just other community partners to be able to create an event for households. We created kids area so that the kids could actually go off and play while the parents were actually accessing resources, and it made it a true event. We hosted a second one later that year that was more back to school themed and partnered with other organizations to get a large amount of backpacks and school supplies donated, and so that was the highlight of the event, but we also still collaborated with those community partners to be able to offer a variety of services. Between the two fairs, there was over 650 people total.
We've been in partnership with the Odessa Brown Children's Clinic for many years, and with that we're able to have a nurse on site. Currently we have a nurse on site once every other week. It really breaks the barriers for families because they don't necessarily always have that access to health care, so having somebody on site that they know is a trusted and reliable partner of Wellspring is very beneficial. So our parent engagement events are a great time for families to come together, to share in community, cultivate relationships with one another, and then also engage in some fun activities, or maybe it's a parenting type class. We do fun events from breakfast in the morning and sharing about kindergarten readiness. We have one coming up soon around housing and how to navigate the system. So these are really important not only for families to learn from one another and connect with other families in the community who are maybe experiencing the same thing, but they're also benefiting, getting great resources and knowledge from these classes.
Wellspring has a couple of annual drives, and we typically have one in the beginning of the year in which it's sort of a fresh start drive, which we focus on different items. Usually each year it might be hygiene items or welcome baby items, and then we also have a back to school drive during the summertime right before school is going to start. So we focus obviously on back to school items like notebooks, backpacks, pens, paper, all the items that a child would need to be able to go into school ready with all the items they need to learn and be present in the classroom. And then at the end of the year, we have a holiday drive, which is largely focused on toys and gifts for children all the way up to age 17. So we're looking for specifically new toys, new items for teens as well, that we can provide to families during the holidays so that they can provide holiday gifts for their children without having to spend a lot of money or take out from their funds, and they can give those items to their children for the holidays. The community can support the drives by donating items, so depending on what the specific drive is, you'd be able to find usually a list of items on our Amazon charity list or Target wish list. You'd be able to purchase items on there and ship them directly to Wellspring, or you can go out and buy items and then drop them off at our location as well. And for the holidays, we always have a large list of toys and gifts available that we would love to provide to the children that we serve. So families can go out and the community can go out and purchase those items and then donate them directly to us.
Together, we can create lasting change for families facing homelessness in our community. Wellspring invites you to make a donation towards lasting change online at www.wellspring.giving/LC23. Wellspring Family Services would like to thank our Lasting Change premier sponsors: Microsoft, Hudson Pacific Properties, NetTech, Seattle Bank.